G'day all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Crossroads Market in Calgary. And we're just gonna walk by this outdoor flower shop here, and we'll go in by the north entrance here, and we'll just take a look and see what this market has to offer. I'm telling you right now, this place seems to be scientifically designed to part you from the most money possible, so if you're gonna go here, keep that in mind. There's a lot of good stuff here. And we're gonna start this little adventure off right here at Rocky's Burger Bus. And I'm gonna just tell you something right now. This is the best burgers I've ever had in Calgary, bar none. Granted, I haven't been to too many burger places, but this place, for 15 bucks, you get a really big burger, fresh cut fries, and a drink for much less than the cost of going to Wendy's or McDonald's, for much, much better quality. So you gotta check them out when you're here. So we'll just go inside the entrance here and see what's there. And this is basically the food section of the Crossroads Market. I spent a lot of time drooling over the stuff at Bliss & Company here. We'll just check them out real quick. Lots of good stuff. Fresh cinnamon buns, fresh cupcakes. Anything you could want here, they've got here. And I think I did actually buy something from this place. I don't remember what it was. But yeah. Morning. We're just checking out this wooden puzzle display here. And this lady's one heck of a salesperson, I gotta tell you. She got into my wallet real quick. I bought their most expensive puzzle. 880 pieces or something like that. But yeah, we'll just skip ahead here. I found this little vendor that sells records, so I was looking through there to try and find some strange advance, but didn't find it. These records seem to be more in line with the prices you find in the front room over at Turn It Up Records and Hi-Fi, so this is all premium quality stuff here. Not too much on the cheap side. And you saw me holding up a copy of Huey Lewis and the News of Sports, and I've already got that, so I didn't really need it, but just flipping through, seeing what's here. A few more records here. I was looking for Gordon Lightfoot at the time, but the prices on these records were, I felt, just a little bit much, so I decided to keep looking, see what else was here. I'm going to try and keep the ambient audio if possible. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, because there was music playing at some of these vendors, so we'll give it a shot. We'll see what happens. This was one of the best vendors here, I gotta say. Just toys, collectibles, toys. Anything you could possibly want. And this guy had a lot of Hot Wheels and other such little cars. I briefly considered asking him if he had an old General Lee from the Dukes of Hazzard, because back in the day when I was a kid, I buried my General Lee in the sandbox behind Fairview Elementary School in Swift Current, thinking I could easily find it again. Well, I never found that again, so I'd love to get another one of those. But I didn't really spend too much time looking around in here. Felt like a place where you could really lose your wallet real quick. And yeah, if you happen to be into Funko Pops, this is the place to be. Look at all this stuff. Now the main reason I was here was to go looking for vintage audio video gear, and I didn't really find too much of that in the whole of the market, but there were a few places that had a couple of random odds and ends.
How are you today?
Not too bad.
Good.
Had to come in and see what was in here.
Oh, there's a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything is right.
No kitchen sink, though.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just in the process of putting some things away. That one's just kind of in the way.
No problem.
That now.
But the reason I was stopping here wasn't for the jewelry that they were selling. It's because they had that vintage audio gear in the background. I was trying to figure out whether or not I wanted it or not, but nah, too new for me.
It's opposite my house. I kept everything. This is boxing everything. My husband would throw everything out.
That sucks. People throw a lot of money at their
So yeah, this is basically an indoor flea market, which is kind of nice. I don't like wandering around outside too much. Too many allergies. Lots of Lego at this place. I didn't really stop there. Instead, I came to this magical vendor. Just wall-to-wall collectibles and records and tapes and CDs. I ended up spending quite a lot of time here.
It is good piece. It's nice. I had a few I sold the last 4 years I've been.
Just a massive wall of cassettes, and they're all reasonably priced. Here I'm just moving around some of the stuff on top of the records so I can get into the records and see what's there. Little bit difficult to get into the records, but I managed. Did not find the Strange Advance records I was looking for, sadly. However, the owner did tell me where I might be able to find said records in the city. So I'll have to try and take his recommendations next time I'm there. Ooh, Dream Academy. Guys, if you've never heard Dream Academy before, you've got to try them. That cassette ended up coming with me. But yeah, it was extremely hard for me to narrow down exactly what I wanted from here, because it seems like this guy had everything I could possibly want. I almost wanted to take the whole rack of cassettes with me. Yeah, as it turned out, all of these drawers were full of cassettes as well, so naturally I had to go through them and see what was there. Sorry about my jacket being in the way. But yeah, I ended up buying quite a few cassettes with that guy, so I imagine he was fairly happy with me after that visit. But I'm probably going to be back there again. And right here's another really awesome vendor for music. You can just see the stacks and stacks and stacks of CDs in the display. Well, they had vinyl as well, so I went in there. They also had cameras. More temptation.
Yes.
Yeah, this place was heaven for 45s, so I'm gonna have to go back there for sure. They even had some 8-tracks down there. But I was there for mostly cassettes, so that's what I'm looking at there. And sadly, I did not end up buying any of the vintage audio gear at this place. I found the prices a little bit too high for my taste. And as far as camera gear, it was all more older stuff. Nothing particularly new. Which is fine if you're into that sort of thing, but I'm kind of over my buy old lenses phase. And here we're going into the food hall. And this is where they make all your dreams come true. Anything you could possibly be craving, they have. I still stuck to Rocky's Burger Bus, but there was a vendor here that had Korean fried chicken that they almost got me. I'm gonna have to try them next time. And I should mention that there's a whole section of this market that's outdoors, dedicated to just food. I didn't bother going too far into that because I would have been there all day, literally, but yeah, you want to buy groceries, come here. Fresh produce, come here. Anything you could possibly think of, come here. And we're just coming up to a place that does only cheese. Gotta love it. Fresh meat, come on down. They've got it here. Literally anything you want, they have. And I gotta say, this place is kind of a maze, but you'll get used to it. It's just fun to wander around exploring this place, even if you don't know exactly where in the building you are at any one time. Anybody want some comic books? They got plenty of them here. I'm not into comic books, so I didn't really go in there, but now you know where to find them. And now we're just inside the main entrance of the building, checking out some of the vendors here. This is mostly produce and food. I did end up stopping right about here to look at the maple syrup. Trying to find a gift for my parents after my dad had broken his arm. Ended up settling on some dandelion honey, which was well received. And this here is getting into more of the farmer's market side of things. Lots of fresh produce here. If you want it fresh, this is the only place to come. If you're asking me and you live in Calgary. Just wandering through, just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. And of course it goes without saying that if you want to buy candy, they've got that too. Red Box Bakery. I ended up stopping there too and buying a bunch of goodies. Because there's no leaving this place without spending money. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter how good your resolve is. You're spending money at this place. Yeah, I should have stopped for the Korean fried chicken. Anyway, that's going to be it for this particular video. Hope you enjoyed your little walkthrough through the Crossroads Market here. See you next time. Take care.